closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A first carry here for Nwangwu. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Listen to me.
Cousins now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. Yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. They'll start the drive with Drake. Room here to run. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there on the option. 43 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Murray going to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Score, Cardinals 7, Vikings 0.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangwu now from his end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. and they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Vikings at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It was Daniil Hunter to make the play in the backfield. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
First carry for James Conner. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On play action, it's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll go option to the short side. They pitch out to Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Cardinals 14, Vikings nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings, nothing.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All right, now here we go.
Cousins to throw it. And Cook has it, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. First down, here's the run with Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down. Here's Cousins. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Cousins pass.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does. Kingsbury's saying, hey, let's take another look at that. He's going to throw down the challenge flag.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Eric Ebron, 33 yards. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 36, Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this belongs to the Vikings. Obviously, he got hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter with Cook. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 48 yards. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here, 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
Cardinal first down.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. Looking sideline, incomplete. Rondale Moore, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray again, this is counter. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, and it winds up falling incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. Badgley able to punch this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he can net some field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. You back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
2nd
Play fake. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and yard at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, 31 yards. And the Cards have retaken a third-quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Vikings 17.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Cousins. Incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10.
They're on 26-yard.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth puts it off. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, these guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Eric Ebron with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked. That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. And he finds his target, Ebron. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now Murray off play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it. But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And they're going to get this down to about the 47.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He connected on his first, this from 41.
A 41-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. To throw, it's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. First down, Murray. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Connor is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Connor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2 and it brings up 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Nick Needham picks it off. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Following the interception, Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick 6. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting war, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They try again with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down, they'll have to throw it anyway.